William & Mary is a bundle of attributes, unique resources that cannot be duplicated by any other organization because it was the path to getting here was incredibly causally ambiguous, I guess is the correct term.
We wanted to focus on this specific thing, which is the end. We are twomps, and we are like rock stars.
So we're going to try to get a Twitter hashtag and, to reach out to prospective students, current students, and even alumni.
We are students and other things. One of the funny examples used was, I'm a student and I love Quidditch. And so at William & Mary, I can do both of those things.
We think the school could probably mix some of the stuff we talked about, like communities, lifelong connections, history.
So this symbol alone conveys exclusivity, it conveys tradition, it conveys like the historical nature of our campus. Also, it'll kind of bring more of a focus to William & Mary versus all of the different logos and different campaigns we have going, like we saw in one of our last recent classes.
First of all, when people think of William & Mary, we kind of identified a couple of key things. Definitely the committed and dedicated professors, the community that very much embraces the traditions just in being William Williamsburg alone, the hyper-involved, hyper-energized students, and that leads to the hyper-stressed students.
I would never want to be anywhere else than this beautiful, fantastic place. There's just the different vibrant.
So this really leads to our main point, which is marketing William & Mary as a sort of a happy and passionate school. So William & Mary already has these things, and this is just about making William & Mary the best of what it already is by focusing on the positive aspects of life here.
This is meant to be a place where you check your homework and your projects and your grades at the door, and you just bring in your ideas and your passions.
It's actually meant to be a place where people can actually engage in intellectual discussions, and we want it to be the birthplace of those like wild and crazy ideas.
We don't go around, at least to the best of my knowledge, advertising to people, we're the public ivy, we're really smart. They know. And if we're good at this and this happens and it happens right, they will know.
We came up with the mission statement that we want to expand the campus in order to celebrate and personalize the William & Mary experience for all generations. We will start with the information rooms.
If you're a parent and trying to get information, you'll be able to get things like newsletter subscriptions, preparing your student, chat with other parents, which is a big component.
Finding a roommate, I think all prospective students worry about, am I going to be living with somebody that I actually connect with, or am I going to be living with some weird guy? And we decided to, I guess, create a couple different videos, and we had the honor of actually using one of our professors for this.
But this semester, I'm co-leading a course called Solving Creative Problems. That's a co-listed class between the undergraduate theater, speech, and dance department and the graduate business program.
We also plan on having a live chat option, which will be hosted by staff during operating hours.
And for teenagers, which is our prospective student group, the best way to reach them is on their mobile devices. And you can do push notifications on these devices, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But right now we've got like some games.
I've created kind of a physical prototype of what would be a virtual idea. If you saw a photo that you liked and you said, oh, this looks really pretty, or I like this idea, click on it, the photo would flip over and you could see who took that photo and who uploaded it there.
William and Mary. The name itself implies duality, ambiguity, the ampersand. We identify as an identity crisis.
We get students to come in, they graduate, and then they attribute their success not to the institution that is William & Mary, but to themselves.
We felt that the storytelling wasn't making a real emotional connection.
So a big comparison that we saw is just the stereotypical Harvard guy. They attribute their success directly back to, I went to Harvard.
We're really pressing the message that you are essential to our story. We are not Ripley. We are not Thomas Jefferson. We are you.
And we believe by saying this, we can create a thicker bond between students who are going to be alumni, which will strengthen the feedback loop to help our college.